I'm searching the web for the latest gaming news. Searching GameZillaMedia.com. Downloading headlines.
Alexander, what about this monster story of yours?
Download complete.
This week, you chose a winner, but the loser also had some votes. We were going to talk about... What was the loser?
It was Jeopardy, video games, and Jeopardy.
Oh, man. I watched that live and was so... if you would have voted on this, you would have gotten probably a true Grimlock, just bitch fest. But you didn't, and so we're going to stay kind, and we're going to talk about Bowsette.
I told you guys last week that I was going to bring you all the news on Bowsette. You just didn't realize it was a 1 week delay.
Scoop, scoop. Time to talk about Bowsette.
Foss, take it away.
So, a little background. For those of you who don't know what... Ooh, I like that. Yeah, Bowsette.
It's the most sensual music we have.
Who don't know about Bowsette. So, in the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe Omega Alpha Super Street Fighter Edition that's coming out to the Nintendo Switch, we saw Toadette hit an item block, and it was the Super Crown. The Super Crown turned Toadette into Peach. Looked like Peach, and now you play the game as Peach. So not only can you play the game as Toadette, but you can now play the game as Super Crown Toadette, which is Peach, which had the internet thinking.
Blew up.
What?
Thinking emojis everywhere.
Thinking emojis everywhere. And we saw a comic strip, which if you're looking at twitch.tv/GameZilla Media, you'll see a comic book strip kind of from the end of Super Mario Odyssey. Spoiler alert. Mario and Bowser are both trying to court Princess Peach. Man, did I say Zelda earlier?
I don't know.
I might have said Princess Zelda.
We knew who. You know what you're talking about.
Princess Peach. Hashtag not my princess. I'm a Zelda guy.
I never questioned the Foss.
Yeah. Maybe Zelda's in Super Mario Bros. We don't know.
I haven't finished. Yeah.
That's right. It's not out yet for Switch. So we see Peach reject both Bowser and Mario. A very sad scene. As Mario's trying to tell Bowser it's going to be okay, Bowser turns around and has the Super Crown in his hand, at what point he puts on the Super Crown and he becomes this goth Princess Peach, super busty, all spiky and whatnot, and then him and Mario are going out on this fantastic tennis date while a upset Peach and Luigi look on in the distance. Now,
You had your chance, girl. And she blew it.
Bowser bad now. She bad.
This was nice and wholesome fun. But then the other side of the internet got a hold of this comic, and all of a sudden, everything on the internet, not even the dark web, it was Twitter. It was
the dark web.
It was 4chan. It was 4chan. It was DeviantArt. Decided.
DeviantArt.
Isn't that the website that all the artists use?
absolutely.
Okay.
All the lewd Sonic drawings.
All
are
of
there.
a sudden, all the loot, everything's there. So all of a sudden, once again, if you're watching on twitch.tv/GameZilla Media or catching us on YouTube after the fact, the internet went nuts, and all of a sudden, there was all the different Mario enemies with the Super Crown on, looking on, not even all Mario, just Nintendo enemies, looking super busty and super lewd, and that's where the internet went. We saw cosplayers, so we've got...
Is that one of the little squid guys?
No, that's Chomp. There's Chompette. Chompette. So you had Boo-ette and Chompette, Bowsette.
That's really aggressive.
Ganonette.
Whoa! Whoa!
This is cosplay.
It's
Cosplay.
Yes, that's art, I guess.
Some of them are kind of, humble. Some of them not so much. And cosplayers all over within 24 hours.
Cosplay.
Whoa! I thought this was show for children.
Cosplay.
I thought this was a show for
It's just
children.
cosplay. It's just people dressing up as video game characters.
So
Is that what that is?
It's cosplay.
this
Cosplay.
is what happened to the internet.
That was smut.
No. That was cosplay.
smut.
It's called,
I checked
they're
it.
called
Cosplay.
lewds.
No.
They're called lewds.
It's smut.
Lose cosplay.
They're called lewds. So
Smut.
we
Look it
get
up.
we get a nice little slideshow about 10, 15
Ain't nothing little about the slideshow.
Boo-ette,
There ain't
Chompette,
nothing little about this slideshow.
And,
Except for the amount of clothes these girls are wearing.
and this one's kind of innocent. So
Yeah,
real good for the audio
yeah,
show. You guys are gonna have
She's
to
got
watch
a
it.
chain around her neck. That doesn't look innocent at all.
That's totally innocent.
That's Chompette.
Chompette, always on chains.
So
Chains on chains on chains.
So yeah, cosplayers took over within 24 hours. We started seeing the first cosplays. Super popular cosplayer whose name I need not mention because she doesn't need any of our publicity.
No, she doesn't.
went super huge on it, and she got real deep into the bowsette, into the cosplaying world, and that's
Cosplay.
what bowsette
That's
is.
the one.
Cosplay.
That one's way too extreme on the right there.
Cosplay.
Way too
Yeah,
extreme.
it's literally a bikini. So some cosplay was really well done, right? A lot of them with like spiky corsets, the horns, like a lot of spikes, and more of a kind of semi-gothic, like a gothic peach with horns. But then some of them were like, I'm gonna put horns on and just have a bikini on and just let my titties out.
To be fair, that particular cosplayer usually does a set, and I will say they took a Power Wheel and painted it all up as like Bowser's Pimp Ride, and it was actually really cool. It just went downhill from there.
I'm glad you found the time to do the research on this matter.
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah,
That's what we do at GameZilla.
We're doing a
right?
podcast. I have to be educated on all of the news, even the stuff I don't care about.
So there's really not a ton of news. That's just I mean, the Patreon topic was what the hell is Bowsette? Well, that's who Bowsette is, and I must say that the internet. It all came together. They all agreed that this was something they liked. This trans species, transgender dinosaur man transforming into a busty chick, A+ on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, right now in the world of cosplay, everything becomes a busty internet chick cosplay. But this one was one that just kind of like ignited within minutes of that direct. Like people saw it and it already was just out of control. And so for me, I don't know, I guess I'm getting older now, so I'm watching things that explode on the internet, and I just kind of I look at myself, I go, damn it, I'm getting old, because I just don't understand why this is such a big deal.
Boobs. I don't know what's. This is like the most obvious thing to understand. You go, oh, okay, and then you move on.
Well, no, I get once it hit the internet and there were boobs involved. What I don't understand is that based off of the one little thing that happened in that trailer, it exploded 2 boobs.
Well, someone made a little bit of comedy, and then everything ends up being boobs on the internet. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Listen,
boobs on boobs.
I have
cosplayers
a
do
legitimate concern that this podcast will get big enough where someday I'm gonna see some chick.
I'm gonna
with
have
her-
to get a boob implant.
with her
You're right,
cans
you're right.
out, dressed like me, and I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, I don't know about that."
We already have that. I think it's Gertie for the Philadelphia Flyers or something like that.
Gritty, you don't.
Gritty, whatever.
You don't talk about my son Gritty, okay? He's
Oh, it's a son. My bad.
It's my son
bad.
Gritty, okay?
Yeah,
he's
I
got
just saw the
he's got,
boobs,
he's got a
that's all.
great
Hey, let
hockey
him talk.
career.
He's talking about the day that I like Ethan.
When someone pretends to be me and has big boobs,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
that's the only way you like me. Why couldn't you told me that a couple years ago? I could have made that happen. Could have facilitated that.
No, it's just not in the budget, right?
So
So let's just slide in this extra piece is that this blew up on the internet and everybody was having a lot of fun with it. And then Nintendo, of course, comes along and goes, oh, we invented Bowsette before you guys started talking about it.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, there was in the official Super Mario Odyssey art book that came out, there was scrapped concept art of Bowser taking over Peach's body with a cappy of his own, right? So, like, he cappied Peach, and, Peach got red eyes and red hair and horns and spikes and a tail. Like, it was a legit, Bowsette, or whatever you want to call her. But when they reached out to him about Bowsette specifically, they just said they had no comments.
Of course.
I wonder
because
why.
that's the right move, Nintendo.
right.
So patrons,
This happens with everything, though, and I think the cosplayers have a lot to do with it. So look, take Overwatch, for example. Like, when Overwatch first came out, the cosplayers blew up for all the female characters, and you've seen all the popular female cosplayers, like...
I like how the focus went out. And it was the boobalicious photo, and then our camera focus just blew out, so the only focus was boob.
it was intentional.
It's for the children.
But then all of the big popular
that one is way too
female
aggressive. Every time I
cosplayers.
see that one.
Cosplay.
Like said
Cosplay.
one that we just seen started doing all the male characters. So you had your McCree cosplays that were all sexied up.
Roadhog.
And your Roadhog and your Junkrats and
You
your...
should see her Roadhog.
I'm sure her Roadhog's all over the internet.
It's your Roadhog, huh?
Yeah, lots of Roadhog.
I'll get it for you.
No, you're right. I mean,
Yeah, let's get some of her Roadhog.
My mother-in-law watches this show sometimes. All right, let's try and keep it
We're talking
clean.
about cosplay.
tell her to skip this section.
Yeah.
Make sure
my.
you're taking your notes.
Take notes.
Oh my!
I told you I wasn't kidding. It's a good Roadhog.
Don't watch the.
Anyway,
I've only taken one note this whole show.
that's good. That's good. You're definitely doing your job.
It says
I never claimed to be good at
It
it.
says quit show.
Yeah, that's interesting. To your point, though, Jazzy, like,
my eye
like
goggles on.
cosplay has definitely pushed the envelope to sexualizing characters beyond anything that, like. But at the same time, let's look at things like Tracer, who was sexualized to begin with, to the point where they even changed some of her animations early in the game because it was disrespectful. But like,
Is that Roadhog or is that the villain from Mad Max Fury Road?
it's both.
Okay.
No, it's definitely got the wild hog power
Yeah.
stomach tattoo.
Yeah, see. Like I thought I was gonna cosplay Roadhog because I'm obese. So I think
Yeah,
she's
you can't
doing
be-
it wrong.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
There's not enough obesity.
Yeah, I know.
She's body shaming fat people by not allowing fat people to embrace our character.
That's
Roadhog.
right. That's right. Let's
Yeah.
delete her. We're just deleting her to see ya.
Yeah.
Get out of here, lady. Don't try and take fat people characters away from
Listen,
them.
I'm picking up what you're putting down because when
Thank you.
I decided to do my first cosplay, I was like, I want to do a League of Legends character, it's my favorite game, and I honestly was like, nope, can't pull that guy off. He's too thin. I can't pull that guy. So I literally picked a character that I knew wasn't like super thin and tall and lanky.
Yeah.
Just because it was like I'll fit the cosplay better if I'm a character
Man,
that's
you
more my
just dad
stature.
bod Kratos and you're set. Dad bods are still in, I think.
She also has a Cubone cosplay.
She does, yeah.
Me and Cubone.
She's got a lot of cosplays, but
Yeah.
let's not focus on that. That's not what we're talking about here.
Next episode.
Yeah. But
You guys can do a Patreon review of slutty cosplayers all you want.
there we go. Okay. Cosplay. It's just cosplay, everybody. Anything else on this topic,
It's
or can
art.
we move on?
I think we need to move on.
Do we want to
no,
see
I'm
the slideshow one more time?
No.
Okay.
Bowsette represents the best thing about when the internet can come together on a meme, and the whole world is happier because of it.
It makes for interesting internet scrolling, that's for sure.
Yeah, I could know for
It
about
makes it where I don't want to scroll at work.
yeah for about 2
Well,
days.
yeah, that-
for
I
about
mean-
2 days because one Nintendo YouTuber that I follow on Twitter was hitting all of these with likes and retweets. Like I'm like. I can't even even if I'm walking in the hallway at work, I can't open my Twitter because all of a sudden it was just like boobs. Like, all right, well, okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
this could be a problem because I remember there was one day I was playing Mortal Kombat 9.
The best Mortal Kombat.
And there's the scene where in the story mode you first fight Melina and she comes out with like a strip of cloth across her nipples and that's like it. And Elle walks in the room. She goes, "What is this?" And I was like, Mortal Kombat." And she's like, I don't think you should be playing this game anymore. So what happens? I'm scrolling through my phone. She sees some of this Bowsette stuff just happened to be like hopping into my Reddit or whatever. She'd be like, I don't think you should play Nintendo games anymore.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You can ruin everything.
Bowsette
for
could
you.
ruin everything for me.
That's a good point. Good point. See, my wife enjoys looking at this Bowsette stuff because she's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
She is like the meme queen. So
She is the memeiest of queeniest.
yes, absolutely. So I'm safe, but you should definitely be careful.
I know.
I
Haven't
mean,
played
I'm
Mortal
gonna have
Kombat
to
9
find out
cents.
if I'm going to be safe or not.
Let's
I'm gonna go home
yeah,
tonight and
you
be
gotta
like,
test
hey,
it. Test the water.
Yeah, hey Lauren, I'm going to show you a series of pictures.
yeah, yeah,
Jazzy, don't test the waters.
yeah.
It's not worth the risk, man.
Let's
Steer
move
clear.
on.